There are a few things you need to do before you go on a girls trip. Let's talk about it.
Ordained minister and certified life coach. On this channel, we talk about sex, toxic relationships, how to heal from narcissists, how to spot a narcissist, how to do all of those things. And we also talk about health. And I am an author of 4 wonderful books that have gotten 4 and 5 stars. I'm also happily married. My most popular books are Be an Empath, Not a Doormat, and How to Heal from a Relationship with a Narcissist. To purchase the books, go to my description and it'll take you straight to my website. Let's get into it.
Okay, so here's what you need to do. The first thing that you need to do is you need to know how these women act when they are drunk. You need to know how they act when they get to drinking and smoking or whatever else y'all like to do. No judgment, but you need to know how they act, okay? Is she the kind of person that you got to carry her from the club? You got to carry her back to the hotel, hold her keys, hold her purse, hold her wig? Is that how she is? And if you know that already, why would you go out of state with her? Why would you go out the country with her? The second thing that you need to know is how they act when they tip. Do they tip well? Or do they order all of this crazy stuff at the restaurant? And then when the bill comes, now all of a sudden everybody want to act like mathematicians. Well, actually, I really didn't like the lobster. I mean, technically I didn't eat all of my steak. So, I really didn't drink my whole drink, so I don't feel like I should have to pay for like everything. Is that how she gonna act? If so, leave her home. Number 3, you also want to make sure when it comes to dressing, y'all are on the same page, because I've seen too many times one female is overdressed, one is underdressed, and the one that's underdressed feel insecure the whole time because the guys is more interested in her and the guys are getting her number and all of that kind of stuff, and she's not getting no play from none of the guys. And so now she picks fights with you for little stupid things because she's secretly jealous of the fact that you're getting all of the attention. So you need to say to her, before y'all go on this trip, I'm packing 10 dresses for the club, I'm packing 7 dresses for expensive restaurants, I'm going to be really fancy on this trip. Are we on the same page? You need to ask those questions so that everybody's on the same page when it comes to looks, okay? Because it's going to be a thing if you don't do that. The next thing that you need to do, you need to ask them, hey, when it comes to trips, are you an itinerary person, like you like to plan the trip, or do you like to go with the flow? That's important because if you an organized person and you like to have itineraries, or if you the kind of person that just likes to relax and not really do all of that and just flow as you go kind of person, you need to make sure y'all on the same page, because y'all gonna have a problem if one of y'all is different than the other. Also, before you go on a trip with somebody, you need to know them for at least 5 years. You need to know how this person acts in different types of environments. You definitely need to know how they act when they drunk, when they high, and when they angry. If you have not seen this person angry, you don't know them. I don't care how nice she is. I don't care how cute she is. Well, I only knew her for like a year. We worked together. That's not enough, sis. That's not enough. This is why young ladies get into it when they go on trips, because they don't know each other. You need to know her for at least 5 years, inside and out, before you carry your hind parts outside of the state or outside of the country with her. You really need to do this. I understand that people would think I'm really mean for this, but you really need to do this. Say the following thing to them. My budget for this trip is $1,000 a day. Are we on the same page? Or whatever your money is looking like. The sun is setting, that's why it's getting. Or whatever your money is looking like, whatever your budget is, you need to say that. You need to have that conversation. Why? Because you don't want to go out of the state and then you want to go jet skiing. You want to go horseback riding. You want to do all of this stuff. You want to go to the museums. You want to do all of this stuff. You want to go to clubs, and she can't afford to do all of that. Or you want to get bottles. You want to get like three or four bottles, and you want to do this, that, and the third, and she can't afford that kind of stuff. You need to know what kind of person you're going with. Don't assume. Do not assume, because if you assume, it's going to be a problem, sis. I'm telling you. You got to know what her money is. You got to know what her money is looking like before. And you are not rude or mean for asking that question, because if you don't ask, you may set yourself up for a problem. And you may not be able to do what you want to do because she can't afford it. Or you go by yourself and leave her in the hotel, and then she got an attitude because she's mad at you because you can afford to do things that she can't. And what kind of vacation is that? So why put yourself through that? Ask her. My budget is, insert what your budget is. Are we on the same page? And stop doing this, y'all. Stop going on trips with girlfriends that got girlfriends that you don't know. Stop going on trips with friends that got friends that you don't know. Or you met her like one time, but you never really got to know her. Stop doing that, okay? Stop doing that, because it's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird. It's going to be a thing. You don't know her like that. And I already said, make sure you know everybody for at least 5 years before you go somewhere with them. Don't nobody got time for that. You don't know how she acts when she's drunk. You don't know how she acts when she's smoking. You don't know how she acts when you just don't know her. And stop. Stop taking guy friends on your girls trips. Why somebody got to bring their boyfriend? You can hang out with him at home. Stop bringing men on a girls trip. You may be thinking to yourself, well, I need the protection. What if something happens? Let me tell you something. If you feel like you're going to need protection on this trip, maybe you shouldn't go. Maybe you should stay home. If you feel like there's the potential of that kind of drama that's going to be on your trip, when you're going to need somebody to carry somebody somewhere, maybe you shouldn't be going. Huh? What you think? Okay, so that's all of the things that you really need to do before you go on a trip. Be prepared financially. Make sure everybody else is prepared financially. And listen, if you say to them, my budget is $1,000 a day for this trip, and they say to you, oh, I can't afford that, or whatever your budget is, and they say, oh, I can't afford that, then you say to them, well, sis, you're going to have to sit this one out. It is what it is. Okay, you have to sit this one out, sis. That don't mean I don't love you. That don't mean we ain't friends. But we not doing that. We just not. Okay, don't be afraid to step up and say something to them before you go on a trip, because on the trip is not the time to find out what her money is looking like. That's not the time. That's not the time at all. You understand me? That's not the time. So those are the things that you need to do before you go on a girls trip. Lie you hear?
Check out my new book. It is called How to Heal from a Relationship with a Narcissist. Definitely check it out. And you can check out any of my 4 books. My first book is called After They Dump You, Life Actually Gets Better. 6 Strategies on How to Heal a Broken Heart. The second book is called How to Heal from a Relationship with a Narcissist. And the third book is called Be an Empath, Not a Doormat. And the fourth is called Stop Settling by Being His Friend If You Want More. Only mediocre women settle. Stop sleeping with them. Yes, let's get into it. I love these books, and they have all gotten 4.5 to 5 stars. Nothing under 4.5 stars. They are very good reads. Definitely check them out.
We even have more merchandise than this. We have everything. Gratitude journals. We have pens, tote bags. We even have wireless phone chargers. Everything. Love you here.
Oh my God, y'all. Guess what? That's my husband singing, y'all. I love him.
Do what you gotta do.